Namaste. Happy Thursday. Anne at Rise Yoga Studio here with another tip to help you live a healthy, happy life. I have a special guest with me here today. This is Forest Vance. He's a personal trainer at Forest Vance Training in Land Park. He has his own fitness training center and is the head trainer there. And also, Forrest is a former professional football player. So welcome.
Thank you very much for having me again.
It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. So I've asked Forrest to be a special guest for us today to talk a little bit about present moment awareness. As a lot of you are aware, in the classes that you take with me, that you've heard me talk about being in the present moment and developing ourselves to our best self here in this present moment. And I think that the world of professional athletes has a lot to teach us or show us about how to achieve that. And what I have noticed is that when athletes are at their best, they're performing, they're doing their sport, that they're really in that present moment time. They're in the zone, and you can see it by the look on their face and the actions that they take. And I think that that's a really just a phenomenal lesson that we can all learn, and just how you achieve that and what it feels like, and what your experience has been with that as a professional.
You know, in order to compete at a higher level of athletics, certainly you have to get that the mental part of it is so huge. Mm-hmm. So if you're not in the present moment and you're not thinking about what's happening at the exact time and you're distracted by other things, it's very difficult, or if impossible, I would say, to perform at a high level.
Right.
Interesting experience when you can be in that zone and be totally focused in on the present moment and exactly what you're doing. Like in sports, and another time I experienced that outside of football too was when I did shot and discus in high school. Mm. And so that being sort of like a solo sport, really requires a mental focus aspect that's a little bit different too. So and I had the school record at my high school for the discus and shot put and stuff too. So and competed it up to like the state meet, track meet level, and that was the exact same thing where you had to really get into your mental zone and totally block out distractions of somebody running by and another shot going off to start a race when you're about to start your discus throw, because all the track events are all going on there at the same place. So that's another good example of that, I think, where you really have to learn how to block out distractions and get into that zone to compete at a high level.
So how did you do that? How did you train yourself to be able to do that? Or does it just kind of come naturally? Or?
Well, when I was in high school, our high school football coach actually would have us probably do like a basic form of meditation, like before games.
Oh, really?
Where we would all lie on the floor. And we would focus on our breath. Uh-huh. And get into a really calm and tranquil, focused mental state.
I need to call this guy up. Do you find that there's a big difference then between competing in an individual sport as opposed to a team sport in that aspect?
I think so for sure. I mean, I think that you can definitely get more, well, you shouldn't say more focused, but when you're just focusing on what you have to do personally, individually, and this is probably like yoga to some degree, right? Because you're not on a team doing something
right,
together.
It's all individual.
It's all individual.
Yeah.
So it definitely allows you more of an opportunity to get your own thoughts centered and focused on what you're trying to do at hand. Whereas you can do that in a team setting too, but you also have to be thinking about what everybody else is doing and be making calls on the offensive line and adjusting as you go, and each play you get up there, and so it's definitely a different perspective. But either way, if you're thinking about other things, or how hard it is to focus on the present moment, truly, it's really tough.
That's why we come to yoga class, because that's what we're trying to do here. Thank you so much, Forrest.
Absolutely, thanks for having me.
If you'd like some more information on Forrest, his information will be at the end of the video and on our website as well. And thank you so much for being here with us. I'll see you next Thursday. Namaste.
Thank you very much.